Oh, enough politics for today. Let's talk sports. But I guess in the second half of this and everything that's going to be in the thumbnail, anyways, it's going to be about identity politics. So I guess we're kind of shifting stuff. But hey, we get down to the bread and butter stuff that I like to talk about that really doesn't have any big consequence in the grand scheme of things. But maybe it will. Who knows where this segment's going to end up going. But first and foremost, we have Melissa Rohan, somebody who tackled, and we'll use that very loosely. Somebody was trying to run across the field at a Dodgers game. Whole host of security men were trying to tackle this fucking goof, and she used the right amount of leverage that she could exert onto this goof, pushed him over the barricade, and then, yeah, he ended up doing a header. That's pretty fucking hilarious. So I'm gonna play a little bit of the clip for you because I find it pretty great. And yeah, as you can see, and I don't know why all of these security members just, couldn't fucking catch this little goof. And you can see his life get completely ruined here in a moment. She just pushes him a little bit and he goes ass over tea kettle, and then eventually just gets drug out of the stadium where he will get the help that he needs. Everyone, don't worry about it. Simpsons reference. And who was that ball girl? Well, somebody who probably takes a fair amount of balls. She's very attractive. Meet Melissa Rohan, one of the writers of the Dodgers ball girl who tackled fan on field. Melissa Rohan, the Los Angeles Dodgers ball girl, has been dubbed a hero after she tackled a fan who ran onto the field during Sunday's 6-1 win over the rival Angels. Rohan, who reps the number 93 Dodgers jersey on the field, got the job done after a number of security personnel couldn't catch the intruder. Rohan has worked for the team since 2019, but Sunday's fan takedown is believed to be her first ever viral field moment. Yeah, it's because there's been ball boys, ball girls forever collecting foul balls, mostly in their pockets, sometimes in their mouths, but it's one of those unsung jobs that could be done by literally anybody. They get paid extremely well. They get to watch and have the best seat in the entire house. They just normally have to have pretty good reflexes, and normally doing security work, especially for a demure little college girl, is not really required. But as you can tell, maybe she's a sports fan, but she was definitely hired for other reasons as well. And I'm so glad that some places still hire for the position and not for sake of diversity. God bless the Dodgers. As much as I hate them right now, they can at least do one thing that's praiseworthy. Rohan has been reposting messages of support from others on her Instagram story. Don't really care. Instagram is just another form of Facebook cancer. She even joked that Sunday was a rough day of work, especially for that asshole. Yeah, I'm not going to stop talking about this. Lol. Ugh. Okay, you're starting to lose me here. The 24-year-old is a senior at California State University, pursuing a degree in deaf studies. She's a proud member of the Alpha Phi sorority. That's cool. Let's get on to the main event, shall we? Despite the dinger explanation, Marlins outfielder Dinger Brinson can't unhear the slur. I keep hearing the N-word. Talked about this briefly before the Barack Obama party fiasco, and I didn't realize that this was going to be anything more than just that little addendum to the bulk of the video. But yeah, this story definitely has some legs, and like one of the smart commenters on that video there from yesterday pointed out that thought that Brinson, his story in the entire situation was perhaps a little contrary to what the MLB put out there as, oh, this is a horrific event and that all racism, blah blah blah. Now he said that he didn't hear it, and it's like, oh, okay, if I ended up misspeaking at the beginning of that and then accusing him of doing anything that he didn't fess up to at the time, that's definitely my mistake, and I do apologize for that. And if I did put forth any opinions that he had not yet expressed, that's unfair to him. But he has in fact backed up anything that I might have alleged by saying that, yeah, you know what, I heard that video, I've heard it a lot, I still hear the N-word. Guess what, we have the video, we can take a look at it. It's weirdly not really posted too many places, but I managed to find it. But let's get to his explanation on this, because he's a moron. As a Miami Marlins outfielder and public figure, that is Figure, F-I-G-U-R-E. I don't want you to mishear me and then try to sue me for nothing that I don't have. Louis Brinson is accustomed to catching grief. Well, occasionally when you do end up playing, because he is kind of a platoon outfielder who has, marginal skills. I know I've heard the name before, but he's not really, fucking tearing up any of the top 30 under 30 charts. He's kind of a never was in the game, and Now that he has his opportunity to make his social justice bucks off of it, yeah, he's definitely taken that. He's taking this opportunity and he's running with it. Hey, it's good money if you can get it. As a black baseball player, ugh. He says that comes in the form of at least one monthly direct message or comment on Instagram using a racial slur to defile him. Oh, okay, cool. It's not like anybody else out there wouldn't get equally as stupid fucking comments and direct messages or whatever. Oh, just because you get the N-word levied at you by a fucking egg profile on Twitter? How would that be any different than Mike Trout getting different comments saying that I know where his mother got his last name from? Miss Stench between her legs. Like, everybody's gonna catch shit. You're in the public eye, you catch shit. It's all about how you react to it. Listen, guys, it's the fucking internet, okay? These 75 IQ hot takes, or what they consider to be insults, it's just online. You don't have to respond to it. You don't have to take it personally. It's probably in your best interest not to fucking take it personally, because these mongoloids wouldn't say this in fucking real life anyways, so why are you taking it to heart so much? Unless you're going to try to weaponize it going into the future, which kind of seems like he's going to be doing here. The only criticism you should take to heart, like if you're just getting fucking worthless insults lobbed at you, is if you fuck up and you do something wrong. Then you come out and you admit your faults. That's why I said at the beginning of the day, I didn't think that Cuomo would end up backing down, but at the end of the day, hey, it looks like he really is going to be getting a sweet deal out of this. So there are many other reasons which we might eventually figure out, might not. Who knows? But that's important, to address your shortcomings, not just take every fucking insult to heart like you're a 12-year-old girl. And yes, that was a direct insult. So when he heard that a Colorado Rockies fan might have shouted the name of the team mascot Dinger, rather than a slur directed at Brinson while he was in the batter's box, he hopes that the fan is not inappropriately castigated. Yet, 24 hours after the 9th inning of Sunday's game at Coors Field, and after watching a video sequence of the question at least 50 times, Brinson's ear and his mind cannot shake what he believes he heard. He doesn't want him held accountable, but he still wants all of the virtue signal points. He still wants all of the identity politics cards that come out of this little episode of playing the victim. He still wants all of the fame and fortune that comes with being called the N-word in public, like that happens because it's still the fucking 1950s in the fucking deep democratic South. Like, this shit doesn't happen. The only time that you're going to hear the N-word in public is if you're at a fucking Kanye concert or a rap concert. I don't know. I'm not too fucking hip to the normal culture. That's about the only place you're going to hear it. Nobody lobs those fucking insults out in public like that. It's just so patently retarded. I personally keep hearing the N-word. It's not that I want to hear it. A little projection, buddy. Brinson said Monday in a video call with San Diego, before the Marlins game with the Giants. Wait, what? Why are they in San Diego? San Francisco's a long fucking ways away, but whatever. I never want to hear that word. Personally, I've never been called that in person to my face on the baseball field or outside the baseball field ever, so I just want to know what it feels like so that I can continue to play the victim. Fuck off. So I don't know what my reaction would be if I got called that. I hadn't talked to the Rockies. I hadn't talked to the fan personally, but if that's the case, I'm sorry for any backlash or anything that he's getting right now. I know we're getting a lot of love and support on Instagram, and I'm sure on Twitter, and I appreciate that. It's so fucking obvious what he's doing. I need not repeat myself anymore. But again, I am human. I have sympathy, and if he was yelling for the mascot, I am sorry for the backlash and unnecessary attention he's getting right now. As far as the Rockies and Major League Baseball are concerned, there is no if. The club talked to what it believes to be the fan in question and other fans, and said in the statement that after a thorough investigation included calls, emails, and video clips of the concerned fan, media, and broadcast partners, the Colorado Rockies have concluded that the fan was indeed yelling for Rockies mascot Dinger in hopes of getting his attention for a photo, and there was never any racial slur that occurred. And if Brinson sounds willing to accept that, yet also leaves the door open for another outcome, it's a well-earned perspective. Fuck off. Brinson, 27, is a part-time player who has spent parts of the past 4 seasons with the Marlins and acknowledges his burden of fame as a black player. Nobody knows who you are, okay? I'm pretty deep in the game, and I heard the name before, but you also play for the Miami Marlins on a team that is so deep in a rebuild, probably aren't going to be a part of the outcome, so sucks to suck. My favorite team, the Toronto Blue Jays, went through a long period of sucking, okay? Where the best players in the lineup were the likes of Reed Johnson and Frank Catalanato. Reed Johnson went out to the Atlanta Braves and ended up having a pretty decent twilight of his career, but they They were never household names. That's fine. And again, you came over to the Marlins after being one of the top prospects for the Milwaukee, I was going to say Braves because my mind is stuck in the fucking turn of the century, apparently. The Milwaukee Brewers as one of the cornerstones of that trade for Christian Yelich. And you just haven't panned out. You just haven't panned out. You've been there for 4 years and you haven't really done fuck all. And this is your opportunity for fame. You're trying to say, oh, I've never been called this in person, but this time around, you know what? I keep hearing it over and over and over and over again. And again, like he says, never been called in person. It's only been online. And guess what you can do in order to get offline? All you need to do is just go, okay, and out. Don't look at your mentions. Don't look at any of that kind of shit, because all of those fucking petty motherfuckers that are out there, they're only out there to just drag you down. And that's bulk of what those angry weirdos are going to do. You don't pay them any attention. Or if you just want to roast a couple of them, have fun. Just, you're not special because you get hate online. Yet he says he still receives crude, hateful, racist messages with that word once or twice a month, typically arriving in the same grim package. A profile picture that's not a person at all, or so you'd think. Exactly, it's from a nameless, faceless fucking anime profile, an egg profile, an empty fucking sock puppet account from somebody that you've already blocked. Why give them any time? Why give them any profile? And who even knows can even back any of those claims up, or do you just want the victimhood points? And you know how we're going to end this? We're going to play the video that he's watched, what, like 50 times over the past 16 or 17 hours, and all he can hear is just the N-word over and over again. Well, we're going to see. Okay, and I'm probably going to have to boost this in the post because it is awfully quiet, but from a guy that's Brinson right there, and that's the alleged racist who's just yelling for the fucking mascot, this is what he had to say. Looking at the mascot. Okay, there's the mascot. Play it again. There he says it. He says it again. And clearly, yes, like the picture shows right here, he's not even looking at Brinson. There could be a fucking clown out there on the... Well, there is. But there could be an entire 3-ring circus out there on the fucking infield. That guy wouldn't have a goddamn idea because he is trying to get the attention of a fucking triceratops. A fucking anthropomorphized fucking triceratops mascot in order to get a fucking picture with him and his fat, ugly wife. Sorry to drag her fat ass in there, and I just went through an extensive workout, so I am just a little bit tired at the moment. So, you know what, that drag might be a little bit too much for me at the moment, but he is clearly looking at the mascot. You could clearly hear it as dinger, dinger. There's no two ways about this. Brinson just wants his 15 minutes of fame, and hopefully this is the fucking end of it, because, hey, it looks like this video is probably going to be about that long, so sucks to suck, my dude. Better luck next year, whatever fucking team you find yourself on. With that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.